just want to remind everyone that boundaries really are the highest form of self-love, and you can't get to these other levels of life, like we said, when you have these people at your table who are just dragging you down.
And if you love that person that you're friends with, like, I would never want to make you feel uncomfortable. I would want you to set a boundary with me so I don't make you feel uncomfortable because I love you and you're my friend.
Exactly. And I've had friendships in the past, like one in particular, where she, and you know, to each their own, I don't hold a grudge against this person by any means, but we were friends and really good friends for a long time. And apparently at some point I had crossed her boundaries, and instead of asking me or talking to me about it or bringing it up at all, she's just like, you've crossed my boundaries, we can't be friends. And I asked her, I'm like, okay, even if you don't want to be friends with me, can I know like what I did in order to cross your boundaries, just so I can be a better friend in the future? Like, you know, she didn't have anything to say about it. We've never talked about it. We haven't been friends for like over a year now. And so I would suggest to everyone, just from that certain situation in particular, it's like, great, good for her that she, you know, she had a boundary that I crossed and she wanted to cut me out of her life. Sure, if that's really what happened, then I'm happy for her. But at the end of the day, I think the best friendships come when, like you said, when you're able to express that boundary and when you feel safe enough in that relationship with that person to be like, hey, this thing that you're doing is making me uncomfortable.
And it makes friendships and relationships so much stronger when you can have that feeling of uncomfortableness with that person and say, hey, I didn't like this, and they can either prove you right or prove you wrong, and then you have to make decisions based on, you know, what happened. But for me, I've had, you know, friendships where you don't want to bring up something and then you finally do, and they're like, oh my God, I didn't know, like I had no idea, because you can't expect somebody to read your mind. It's so childish.
To another point, one of my best friends, and I'll even say, Shari, I love you. One of my best friends, Shari, we had a bit of a issue. Like, this was probably like a year ago, but there was something that I was doing in our work environment that was upsetting her. And I was completely unaware of it. And she brought it up to me, and I was like, I literally cried. I was like, oh my God, I made you feel that way.
You had no idea.
I literally felt so bad. I was like, I cannot believe that I made you feel that way. I'm so glad that you brought this up to me. I promise I will never do that again. Like,
and that's
I
true
love you and thank you.
That.
Like, yeah, like I literally, like, she made me cry because I'm like, oh my God, I made you feel like this. Like, I would never want to make you feel like this. Like, I love you so much. I will do anything to never make you feel like that again. And like, that's how a real friend should respond, you know? And like, that's the type of real friendship that we have and that I appreciate so much. And like, it's so important to have the hard conversations, especially in close friendships and relationships. Like
relationships too. And I don't know why it's so much harder with somebody that you're romantically involved with than somebody you're friends with. But if you wouldn't take that behavior from a friend, why would you take it from a romantic partner? It doesn't make sense to me. I've done this a million times. I was like, if my friend ever did that to me, she'd be cut off in an instant. But like, your romantic partner does it and you're like, oh, but let me just find a way to like make it okay. And it's so hard. It's so hard. Like, that journey is so hard, being I'm not gonna take that, not for me.
That is a tough one.
I don't know why it is that for.
Like, I think love just blinds you.
Yeah,
it really does. And there are different levels of love. Like, loving a friend is not the same.
No, it's not the same.
As having an intimate relationship with someone. And it does get, and you do let a lot of things slide. You just do. And that's an interesting point to bring up. I think that everyone can relate to that, and that there are a million things that people think of right away that they would never let a friend get.
Like, I will fight you right now, but if your romantic partner does it, you're like, well,
I can forgive this. It can be forgiven.
Exactly. Like, I don't get it, but it's just like that's the way the brain works.
Weak.
Love does. God damn it.
Love makes you weak sauce. Dang it.
But that's what's cool though, is when you have a partner that is when you can make mistakes and your partner can tell you, hey, I didn't like this, and then you fix it and you grow off of that, because everyone's going to make mistakes.
Yes.
And you